What is going on, guys? Today we are talking about n8n versus make.com. I get people asking me this question every single day, still halfway through 2025, and I wanted to go over the comparison of both of these softwares to hopefully allow you to choose the right option for yourself. Now, I've used make.com for, I want to say like 3 or 4 years, and I've used n8n now for over a year, and here is my take. The first thing I want to focus your attention on is this graph here, because I think that this really says it all. I mean, when you compare make.com over here versus n8n, you'll notice that make.com is like, I don't know, 1/15 the size of n8n. And keep in mind, this is like in a pretty short amount of time here. I mean, n8n really got traction pretty much this year in January or end of December, and it's just absolutely exploded in popularity. And so anytime I choose a software, popularity is probably one of the biggest key differentiators I like to look at, because I like to hedge my bet on the fact that whatever is popular now will likely be popular tomorrow. And as a result of that, there's gonna be a lot of tutorials online. Like if you go to YouTube, you'll find a ton of tutorials for n8n versus make.com. You still will find a lot of tutorials, but they're not gonna be as new, because most of the attention and the most of the interest is focused on n8n. So most of the new content, the relevant content that you're gonna be watching, will likely be focused or centered around n8n. And on top of that, because n8n is more popular, likely this is also in large part because they're releasing a lot more upgrades. Like if you look at make.com here, they have a couple features that they've rolled out in the last couple months here. But if you look at n8n on the flip side, you'll notice that they're like literally launching things almost on a daily basis. I mean, it's August 28th now, so they launched this yesterday, they launched this a couple days ago, this week before that. So they're constantly iterating and they're constantly updating their processes. Now this might not seem like a big deal, but to me this is massive. This is one of the biggest things, because a company that's going to be iterating, a company that's going to be constantly improving their systems, means that if you compound that growth over the course of like, I don't know, like a year or two, you're going to see massive differences in the technical capabilities of both softwares. And so for that reason, I always like to hedge my bets on whatever technology is essentially growing or multiplying quicker. And so for that reason, I think that n8n definitely is going to grow faster long term. And the next thing that I like to focus on is like, where's the money at? Like, where are people or business owners, if you're like selling these automations, maybe you want to learn this to make money with AI automation, where are people actually buying? Like, what are people buying? And so if we look at the amount of people looking for make.com, it's approximately just over 1,000. Now, if we look at n8n, it's about 1,700. And keep in mind, n8n just exploded very recently. This is about in the last year, but make.com has been a thing for, I want to say like 3 or 4 years. Like we could zoom this out to the past 5 years, and make.com was pretty popular, or pretty, widely used back in, I want to say 2022, 2023. And they've been slowly going up, and then n8n was the new kid on the block, and then obviously took the world by storm. Okay. And so that's, that's another thing worth pointing out. There's a lot more people looking for n8n now, and it's relatively new. That gap is only going to widen over time. Okay. And so for that reason, n8n right now, it's more popular. There's more support and tutorials, meaning that it's going to be easier to find the things that you actually want to build online. There's more updates and features rolled out all the time, meaning that over the course of the next year or 2 or 3, if you hedge your bet on n8n, likely it's going to pay off, because there's going to be more functionality. There's more interest from business owners that want to buy automation using n8n rather than make.com. Now let's get into a couple more things that I think are really important to note here. n8n is also incredibly way cheaper as well. So one thing I'll point out here is that when you compare n8n's pricing on this page versus make.com's pricing, is one subtle difference where make.com charges per operation. Okay, while n8n charges per workflow. So let's take a look at the exact same workflow built in make.com versus n8n. Essentially, the distinction between pricing is that all of these individual nodes, this, this. Anytime any of these run, that's going to cost me money. Whereas with n8n, it doesn't matter how many nodes run here. I'm only going to pay for this one time. And so by just that alone, typically n8n is going to be substantially cheaper. But the cool thing about n8n is that they also have this self-hosted community edition down here. So what that means is that you can actually self-host n8n for free. Now you can do this on your computer. I probably wouldn't recommend it, just because if you want it to be reliable and you want your n8n environment to be running 24/7. So if you have mission critical operations, you obviously need it up. You'd probably want to host on the cloud. And the best option that I've come across is Hostinger. And you can get started for, I think they have a deal for like $4 a month. So you can lock this in, and it's significantly cheaper than make.com, which would start at approximately, I don't know, $0 on the free account, but then you'll quickly ramp up to $9 and $16 and so on and so forth. And when I was running my business, I think we were spending like $160 a month on this, whereas with n8n, we can get by spending like $10 a month. So n8n, make.com, the pricing does scale substantially faster, even though on the outset it doesn't look like it's that bad. It does ramp up much faster. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about here is that with n8n, there's just more functionality overall when it comes to using their software. So what I mean by that is, like, there's a lot of things that n8n has out of the box that make.com just has never implemented, that are like pretty much like obvious things that you'd think that they'd have in their software. 4 years later, they don't have it. There's no timeline or horizon where they're going to add it. And so let's kind of break down a couple things here. So simple things like pinned data. Let me explain what pinned data means. Let's say you run a service-based business. You have an automation where somebody fills out their quote form, like my automation agency here. Maybe you want to automatically notify yourself in Slack as soon as somebody inquires, okay? Or you want to email them or whatever. Now, we can send data from this particular form here into a particular scenario here and then notify ourselves. Now, the thing is that with n8n, you can do something called pinned data. So I can run the scenario once, and then I can save this instance or this sample data here, and I can keep running it over and over and over and over again until I test and create this workflow. And what that does is, because I don't have to come back to the form and then type out information every single time, it saves up a lot. It saves a lot of time when you're building out environments. So kind of basic things like that, like common sense kind of things that you'd think that both options would have, n8n doesn't have. And of course, there's other simple things as well, like editing data. So for instance, I could edit data here, and I could choose maybe the budget is $1,000, and we could save that, test it out, and I could test data going down this path right here. But let's say I wanted to test it out going down this path, instead of having to go back and submit the budget as under $1,000, I can then come into my workflow, edit the data, select $500, and now test with sample data here as I'm building out this workflow, so that it just runs so much faster. So that's the kind of functionality that I'm talking about, as well as they have AI agents inside n8n where you can have like multiple different tools attached to them from within a workflow. You don't have to, reference multiple other workflows, which can complicate the build process from make.com. Cool. Moving past this, the next thing that I think is really important to talk about here is integrations. This is actually one thing that I think make.com does really well. Now, when it comes to n8n, they have 1,121 integrations built into it. So these are things like Google Sheets or Gmail or OpenAI, Slack, Google Gemini, Airtable, all of that kind of stuff. Whereas make.com, well, they just have a lot more. So they have 2,000, I can't say this number for whatever reason, 2,831 applications, and there's a lot more options. Now, one thing that I want to point out here, which I want to stress here, is that there's a lot of like common sense applications that you'd think would be inside n8n, which are not. So let's talk about a couple, like Pinterest, for example, is not here, or Instagram is not here, for example. So those are the kind of things, or like Google Forms is not here. So things that you'd assume to be within n8n sometimes are not there. And you can, in most instances, connect these in through something called an HTTP request. It's just a bit more complicated. In a nutshell, in like a TLDR 10-second description, all of these are HTTP requests. n8n, their software team has gone in and created these connections for you. So you don't have to create a connection with Google Sheets, but with Instagram inside n8n, you'd have to create it yourself, and you can do that via an HTTP request. It's just more complicated to do that. Okay, moving on. The next thing that I want to talk about here is the learning curve between the two softwares. Now, this is not like a hard and fast rule, but I would just say like n8n is slightly more difficult to learn than make.com. Okay. And so if you're like trying to go for a software that's just easy to learn so that you can get your foot in the door and start seeing quick wins really quickly, make.com is going to be a lot faster for you to see results. Now, this is because of a couple things. But the main thing is that it's really just built, like make.com is built for non-technical people. It's built for people that don't want to deal with any code whatsoever. They just want the easiest solution to get the fastest results possible. Whereas n8n is built for a bit more flexibility. It's a low code to no code tool, which means that you actually do have the option to put in code if you want to. You certainly do not need to put in code with n8n, but it's there if you'd like to do that. Okay, so let's give a couple examples of this. I have the exact same scenario built out inside make.com and in n8n. Now, in a nutshell, this runs my content production machine. It allows me to keep myself organized when I'm managing up to like 30 projects across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of that kind of stuff. Now, first of all, you'll notice that the make.com interface is just slightly more approachable. It just seems a lot more, in my opinion at least, inviting, and it's also just easier to kind of navigate around. The next thing as well is that inside make.com, they kind of abstract a lot of the code from you, meaning that you do not have to deal with kind of any code whatsoever. Like you have these variables that you can pass in, and when you drag something into it, it just looks nice and beautiful inside this editor here. There's nothing scary really, at least too scary about this. Whereas inside n8n, that's not the case. As soon as you drag things in, it looks pretty intimidating right away. Same kind of deal. We didn't do anything different in the two softwares. It's just that when we drag it in, all of a sudden everything looks like you're dealing with code, and this can be pretty overwhelming for somebody that is beginning. So the learning curve is shorter inside make.com and it's slightly longer inside n8n. However, on the flip side, once you're comfortable with both softwares, it's typically faster, in my opinion, to build things out from the ground up inside n8n rather than make.com because of the additional functionality that it provides. Lastly, I just want to talk about the final verdict here, make.com versus n8n. My recommendation would definitely be based on all of these different variables up top here, n8n is the winner. And so if I was to restart, I personally would just start with n8n. It's a slightly higher learning curve. The reality is though, is if you're going to get into this, the added functionality that it provides, the updates, the popularity, all the additional videos, all of that kind of stuff is substantially better. And it's just, you're just hedging your bets long term, that you're choosing a software that's actually going to be around in a couple of years, so that if you invest a substantial amount of time into one or the other, you're making the right choice. Now, the thing is if you're already on make.com, and you're short on time, maybe you have a company, you're not quite sure if the return on investment is worth it for you to go spend a ton of time switching over to n8n. The reality is perhaps your investment might not actually be worth it, because at the end of the day, you can accomplish the same thing in both tools. They're essentially a one-to-one substitute for each other. And so maybe it's not worth dumping all this extra time into switching softwares, because you can essentially get the same stuff done inside make.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found value in this video. If you did like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and take a look at my school community if you guys are interested in in learning more about both Make.com and n8n, there's essentially two transformations that I help people accomplish in this community. Number one is how you can create your own AI automation agency and then sell your services to people. And the second transformation is for those of you looking to automate up to 80% of your existing business. I give you the exact blueprints that allowed me to scale my 7-figure business and win back so much of my time. Thanks guys so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.